G'day guys, it's John from thebarklygarden.com, and today I'm going to be harvesting some water chestnuts. Now, where I live is a fairly cool climate, and it's not the usual place that you would grow water chestnuts. They're a bit more of a tropical sort of plant. But I got some corms sent down from a friend of mine who lives in a much warmer northern part of Australia, and he was kind enough to send some down, Rob Bob, and I'll put a link to his channel down in the information bar. You can watch his videos as well. He has some great videos, but he sent me down some corms, and what I did was I planted them in what is called my filter pond in my main pond. So water comes from the main pond up here, filters through, and then runs out back into the main pond, and they actually did fairly well. Now I started with 5 corms. Our eldest daughter's dog dug them up at one stage, which I was not very happy about. I replanted them and 4 came up. So basically 4 corms have grown. Now you can see here all the reeds have died back. It's gotten cold here and they've died back, so it's time to pull these things up. So what I'll do is I'll dig these up. I'll just dig all the sand up that's in here. I'll put it into this tub, and then I'll take it somewhere easier, sort through it, and find out how many water chestnut corms we've been able to grow from this. So I'll do that now. I'll dig it up, and then we'll sort through them and find out how many we've got. Actually, the first thing I've got to do is get this hose that's pumping water in here, and I'll just redirect it directly into the pond somehow so it doesn't wet me. Okay, so we'll dig these up and we'll see how many we get. Alright, so I've got as many of the corms as I could find out of the pond, and now I've got to sort through all the sand. Now you'll see this is only a small one. There's like lots of different size corms, but you'll see here that's what we're looking at. It's a little water chestnut corm. So obviously small ones like this I'm not going to save for next year, but any bigger ones in here I'll pick out the biggest ones and I'll replant them next year in the same way. I feel like I've got a pretty good crop out of this, seeing as I only started with 5. So anyway, there's one that we've done. I'll sort through these and then we'll find out how many we get and how big they've got and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, this is what we're looking for, just the water chestnuts like this. So I'll sort through them all and show you how many I got once I've sorted through them all. Right, it's taken a little while to sort through all that sand and roots and stuff like that, and it's probably getting a little bit dark here, but I hope you can still see reasonably clearly. Anyway, I've got all the corms in here. They're not washed or anything like that. They've all come out. But yeah, you can see what I've got here. I think this is one of the originals. It might be... Actually, it's still pretty solid. The other originals that I pulled out, I just squeezed them a little bit and they just went to mush. So we'll see how that one goes, but that might be one. Maybe I'll plant it again next year. It doesn't look like it's really grown, so maybe that was the one that didn't grow this year of the 5. Okay, we've got a few alright sized ones. There's a few pretty good sized ones, but a lot of them are really little. Like you got little ones like that, and when you compare the size from one to the other, like this is like 3 times the size of this one. So there's a big variance in the size of them, but that's alright. Even the little ones can be used for cooking. Now they're usually used in stir fries. They have a sort of apple crunchy like texture, and I'm not sure how you describe the taste of them, but yeah, they're pretty good. Usually when you're eating a stir fry and you get that little, that's usually like a round slice of it, that's got an apple sort of like texture. That's a water chestnut. Anyway, so I've got this original one, plus I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 41 water chestnuts plus this original that's still in reasonable shape. So I'm pretty happy with that. For a place that doesn't, that's not supposed to grow water chestnuts really, like I said, it's more of for growing in a warm climate. I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the largest sort of 5 or 6 of these, and I'll plant them next year. Now hopefully next year they don't get dug up by any visitor's dog, and they should do a whole lot better. I'd imagine if they hadn't got dug up, then they would have done a whole lot better, because obviously digging them up, they had to go through all the transplant shock and all that sort of stuff. So yes, fingers crossed they stay safe next year. Anyway, that's it for my water chestnuts. I'm pretty happy with what I've got there, starting from 5 and getting 41. So it's pretty good. Anyway, and yeah, definitely thanks to Rob who sent these down to me. I really appreciate that. It's been good to be able to grow them here. Anyway, that's it for now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.